Now we are going to learn how to insert an element into a specific position of a linked list. It means that the linked list is given to us as well as we want to insert a value in a specific location. So whenever we want to go for is insert an element in a specific location, there can be many cases. So let's take the what are the possible cases and how we can solve the problem. So insert an element means whenever we insert an element means we are going to add a node into our linked list. So whenever we go to add an element into our linked list, we go for memory allocation. At that time, memory may allocate or may not allocate. So case one, if memory is not allocated, then what happened? We have to exit. We cannot perform any operation because there is no memory is available. We cannot insert. Second case, memory allocation is done, and if it is a position one, means we want to insert the element into the linked list at first position. So in this case, we have to check whether the linked list is empty or not. If the linked list is empty, then we have to make the new node as a first node. Second case, if the linked list have multiple nodes, then what happened? We have to perform the same algorithm to insert an element in a first location of the linked list. Second case is that if the position of the element is given that from the range 2 to last of the linked list, last node of the linked list. For example, there are 5 elements. We insert the location 4. So 4 is range between 2 to 5. So insertion can be possible. So we have to search the proper location where we have to insert, then we have to insert the node. Last case, position is out of range. For example, our linked list, there are 10 element is present. So whenever we want to insert the value, for example, I want to insert the 50 and I make the location is 50. So how it can be possible? It cannot possible because our linked list is consist of 10 elements. If we want to insert the value at the 15 position, so it cannot possible. So it will be position out of range. So it will print the invalid option. Whatever options we enter, it is a invalid. It cannot possible to perform the operation. So according to the cases, we have to go for the algorithm. So first we have to allocate the memory by using malloc function as we are using the C language for the implementation. Then if the memory allocation is not done, then we have to exit. Otherwise, we have to store the address of newly created node as a new node pointer. Here we have to calculate how many number of elements present inside the linked list. So we have to find out the length of a linked list. After that, we have to check the position value. If we insert the position is 1, then we have to follow the same algorithm insert in the beginning of the linked list. If the position is not 1 and it is not out of the range, then what happened? We have to go to the case 3 means we have to search the specific location and insert the value. If it is out of range, then we have to exit and we have to print the case is 4. So one by one, we have to consider the possible location. So let's take an example how we have to perform the operation. So as we know that first initially there is no element present inside. First we have to assume that if case 1 not valid, so we have to simple print the is not present. Case 2 is that position is 1. So if the position 1, then we have to check whether linked list is empty or not. For example, linked list is empty. If the linked list is empty, then what happened? Start is null as well as the last is the null. There are 2 pointer. Last start pointer point to the first node, last pointer point to the last node. So in this case, linked list is empty. That's why both points to null because we are already initialization the start and last pointer from the starting point of view. It is null. Then, so if it is null, then what we have to do? We have to simple create a node. So we have to create a node. For example, memory allocation is done. So we create the node. Then we have to perform the next operation. So for example, the starting address is 500. So newly created node as the first node. So what we have to make? So in this case, we have to first store the value, whatever value. For example, we want to store the value, first value is the 10. So you store the value 10, next pointer points to the next, start point to this one, last also point to this. So now start store the value of 500, last also store the 500. So this is the case if we enter the value is the 10 as well as the position equal to first position. If the position is first, then we have to perform this operation. So we have to check. So to perform this operation, what are the code we have to write down? If the position is 1. Position is 1. First case, that is the list is empty. If the list is empty, this is the thing. So how to write the code? So the code we have to write down. First, we have to make the if position equal to 0, then we have to perform. Then we have to check whether the linked list is empty or not. For linked list is empty, so if start equal to last and so this is for empty. If it is empty, what we have to make? So we have to make the start equal to last equal to new node. This is the thing we have to perform. If it is a position equal to 1 as well as the linked list is empty, then this is the thing we have to perform. Then else means linked list have some element. So in this case, what we have to perform? For example, linked list is present. Now consider this case. Linked list is present. Now we have to insert the value. So what we have to make? So insert the position is 1 means if we create a node. So for example, we create another node. We want to insert into the first position. Then first we have to create the node. We have to store the values. For example, second element is 20 and it address is generated is the 800 address. So how to make a connection? Now this node we have to make as a newly created node. So here what are the things we have to do? We have to make the start pointer to this one. If we make start pointer to this one, then what happened? This information is lost. So whatever 500 we have to store in the another pointer. So let temp is the another pointer. It store the value of 500. So if store the 500 value, then what happened? Automatically connection established to this node now right now. Then we have to make a connection start to this newly created node. So right now, for example, I store the 800 value. So what happened? Start point to this node. Start not point to this node. Then new node next. Now we have to make the connection. So new node next is temp. Temp means 500. If I store the 500, then what happened? The connection established or not? So it is automatically connection is established. So this is the way we can perform the insertion in the first. So what are the remaining statement we have to write down in case of else statement? So here we have to make the first temp equal to start, then start equal to new node, then new node, or we can write down start next equal to temp. This thing also we can make this one also, it can be possible. It can be possible like this. So if we perform this one, then what happened? If the position is 1, then we can able to perform the insertion part. After that, we have to just write down printf insertion is completed, or we can write It is our choice how we can write down our output state. So this is the scenario for the insert an element if our position is 1. This is our menu drive program. Inside the menu drive program, first we put the insert and first position, insert into the end of the linked list. We are already covered. Right now we copy the insert at any position. The same code here. Now in the main function, we have to just add one option, that is 3 for insert at any position, and display we have to make as the 4 option. Then switch case also we have to change the little bit. Now we have to run the program. So before going to insert in any specific position, let insert the value. So for insert, I go for insert at starting of the linked list. So first I enter the value 10. Yes. Now display. So there are three elements 30, 20 and 10. Now we want to insert a value at any position. So I have to enter the option 3. Enter the node. I enter the node 55 value. Position is second position. Now, after insertion, I have to view. So, I enter the 4 options. So, previously, this is 30, 20, 10. Right now, 30, 55, 20 as well as 10. If I want to insert again, then I have to go for 3. For example, I insert the value that is 44. Then I insert the position is 9. So, immediately, output will be display insertion not possible as position is out of range. There are 4 elements we try to insert into the 9th position. So we are getting error warning message. Now again I have to insert some value. So I enter this one. Then I want to enter the 88 at the position is first position. After the insertion complete, then I have to display it. So I have to enter your choice. I have to enter my choice 4 is display. So 88 insert the node at the first position of the linked list. So this is the menu drive program. So one by one we can add the our function into the menu drive program. This is the complete function for inserting at a node at any position of the linked list. So thanks for watching the. So please share and subscribe the channel more and more. Thank you very much.